leadership in Blackpool at their party conference, but hasn't been enough to attract the first-time voters.
HTV has invited young people from the region to attend each of this year's party conferences. Tonight we get their views on Labour.
They were mere toddlers when Labour was last in power. Martin Winter, who's 20, and Emma Gibbs, 19, both from the Bristol area, are part of the generation that's grown up under Conservative rule. This week, HTV took them to Blackpool to see if New Labour would score with them.
It seems quite strange because the Conservative Party have always been almost like the royal family, just a standard feature in my life, and now Labour really do seem to have a chance of getting in.
I understand what the Labour Party is trying to do. I understand why they're trying to do it. But at the moment, I don't understand what they will do and how they will practically go about it.
The party conference is a chance to learn just that. A packed opening debate on the health service sets the scene. Here's one policy area in which Labour is sharply at odds with the government. Initial impressions?
It's very busy, there's a real buzz around, everyone's milling around. It's very upbeat, everyone's really positive.
A fringe meeting for young Labour activists. The message here that 2.5 million young people don't bother to vote. Labour hope a new CD-ROM will encourage more to do so.
We'll be better off than we are.
Emma and Martin come away with a free disc.
It's all very new Labour, you know, it's very trendy, it's very modern. But I don't think really you're going to get people who are not interested in voting or not interested in politics at all into voting Labour just by introducing a CD.
And there's sympathy for the plight of the young from one of old Labour's standard bearers.
If you go to college and you end up with a great loan round your neck that you've got to pay back, it's a terrible worry. So I think that and opposition to the Criminal Justice Act, which I very strongly oppose, are good grounds for voting for a change. But you must decide. I'm not trying to tell you. You must make up your own mind what you want and see how you can secure it.
The highlight of the week, Tony Blair's speech. It's standing room only at the back of the hall. Emma and Martin strain to get even a glimpse of the leader through the crowd. From the high point of the conference to the high point of Blackpool itself. A trip up the famous 500-foot tower is a chance not just to enjoy the view, but to take stock of what they've seen and heard.
I think what they've said over the past few days is very impressive, but you will have to consider whether it's too idealistic and whether they really will fulfil these promises.
Would you vote for them?
I would like to. I'd like to say that I would, because I like the vision, but I'm still quite suspicious of where the money is going to come from for what they want to pay for.
A general election is just over the horizon. These two students are looking forward to their chance to vote. Paul Constantine, HTV News, Blackpool.
And we'll be talking to more first-time voters next week at the Tory party conference. Well, now time to take our Thursday dip into the HTV News archives as Richard Wyatt looks at some of the stories that made headlines this October week during the last 30 years.